East Pacific Block Association, we also have the privilege to be delivering Senator Velmanette Montgomery's comments. East Pacific Block Association, where I've lived on that particular block for 30 years. In the last 30 years, we took a block that was legitimately blighted with burned out brownstones. We transformed it into a block where there are award-winning community gardens, where the brownstones are going, well, until last year, for $5 million. We are now being faced with the prospect of a 500-car parking lot across the street on the interestingly named Site 5. Our group was not among the cherry-picked, hand-picked groups that Mr. Ratner assembled for the Community Benefits Agreement. We have not received one dime, unlike all of the participants of the Community Benefits Agreement. With that, I'd like to read Senator Montgomery's comments. Mr. Mullen and the Board of the Empire State Development Corporation, I invite you to change my mind about the Atlantic Yards Arena and Redevelopment Project and the role of the Empire State Development Corporation in its progress. I am troubled by the project and by the behavior of the ESDC. I think it is wrong. I think it is a dangerous inversion of our government's intent and its reliance on honest participation by the governed. I have opposed this project from the beginning because of the abusive process that lies at its heart. I continue to oppose this project for those abuses. Here's how the process of planning and development are intended to proceed. The city and state consult with the public to determine their needs, their dreams, and goals. The city and state, responding to the needs of the people, generate development guidelines for an area. The guidelines are shared publicly. A request for proposal is circulated, and offers from many developers responding to the guidelines are entertained. Proposals are evaluated and sent to the public for comment and modified in response to those public comments. This was not the process for the Atlantic Yards project. Atlantic Yards came out of one developer's idea, and the process for its approval was a study in the backroom deal. Public participation in the process has been reduced to the occasional public hearing, which is treated as a meaningless exercise in public theater, a quaint custom, a formality. Why do I say this? Today, the ESDC is declaring a close to the official public comment period on the proposed modifications to the Atlantic Yards General Project Plan. She sent these comments August 31st. They were asked to again voice their opinions of the proposed changes to a project that should not have been approved in the first place, to again experience being ignored. And incredibly, during this comment period, the public was not only again told by the ESDC what would constitute meaningful comments, they were told no significant information would be released for them to comment on until the comment period had closed. No designs, no real timelines, despite what the developer says. No financial documents, no evaluations of environmental impacts. Comment on gas, because that's what we were given. The public is asked to speak to the changed details of the project, but the changes are defined by the ESDC, so the public cannot respond. And not just the public. I and several other elected officials formally requested to see the amended Atlantic Yards financial plans, documents that are a matter of public record. We were told politely to go jump in a lake, foil for them, and maybe we'll be shown them after the comment period is over.
1 minute, Mr. Vogel.
You did this 3 years ago, you're doing it again. The ESDC maintains the project remains remarkably the same. They say the changes being discussed are simply a matter of timing. They ignore the realities of a project so totally different from the unacceptably monstrous development that should never have been approved. The only thing remarkably the same is the abuse of public process. I work in the government, the real government. I'm elected and answerable to the people of my district. I will represent them and make sure that their rights are respected and that their system of government is not twisted into an unrecognizable tool for private interests. And I will defend my vision of America against this degradation. This is what I see. Again, I invite you to change my mind. You can start about changing my mind about the sincerity of the ESDC by admitting this process is flawed and that the project being proposed is not the project that was approved. Order a supplemental environmental impact statement to address the questions. Conduct an honest process, get things where they should be. Change my mind, please. Sincerely, Velmanette Montgomery, Senator, 18th District.